Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Benjamin and you are watching Sartorial Styles. Today we focus on the double-breasted suit. Before we start, give me a second to say thank you to Oliver Wicks. Oliver Wicks is an online made-to-measure service offering suits, shirts and accessories. This suit I'm wearing right at the moment is made by Oliver Wicks of a Super 150s wool fabric from Vitale Barberis Canonico. They did not pay me to do this video and I even paid the full price of this suit myself. They did generously offer me to help promoting this video. So where do I start? A double-breasted suit technically is a double-breasted jacket with a matching pair of trousers. There is nothing like a double-breasted pair of trousers, and of course there can also be a double-breasted jacket without a matching pair of trousers. A very famous example for this is the classic navy blazer with gold brass buttons. By the way, Oliver Wicks has a navy blazer like that in their portfolio. Double-breasted means, in contrast to single-breasted, that you have overlapping front flaps with two columns of buttons. In my native language, German, a jacket like that is called a Zweireiher, which basically translates to jacket with two rows of buttons. Like the jacket you currently see on screen, it's also the jacket I'm wearing right at the moment, most modern double-breasted jackets come with 6 buttons. Especially on very formal garments like tuxedos for example, 4 buttons are pretty usual too. The most common button stance is 6 on 2. That means that you have a total of 6 buttons with only 2 of them being intended to use. The 6 on 1 button stance on the other hand always reminds me of Luca Rubinacci. It's less common, but a great way if you seek to stand out. At least in Germany, I have to say I've never seen a jacket like that in the real world, but it's a great style in my opinion. It looks pretty nice. Especially back in the day, double-breasted jackets were seen as more formal than single-breasted jackets and therefore they always came with peak lapels. In addition, patch pockets were rarely seen on double-breasted jackets because they count as less formal than jetted pockets or flat pockets. Talking about old times, what about the history of this garment? To be honest, deep diving into the origins of double-breasted jackets would definitely go beyond the scope of this video. So if you're interested in that topic, I definitely recommend checking out the video about double-breasted jackets and double-breasted suits from my good friend Hugo Jacomet on his Sartorial Talks YouTube channel. It's linked in I don't know which corner, and I will also put the link into the video description. As we talked about the common details or features of double-breasted jackets, 2 rows of buttons of course, peak lapels and mostly jetted pockets or flat pockets, let's talk about who can actually pull a garment like that off. I often heard that slim or skinny people who are tall and do not have a very broad chest or shoulder area should not wear double-breasted jackets. Let me say, I'm the living proof that this thesis is wrong. Furthermore, I've never watched Downton Abbey, but I always feel like this could be a word they use frequently. Well, furthermore, I often heard that young people should not wear double-breasted jackets too and that it's a garment that is kind of reserved for older gentlemen. And yeah, well, if you don't trust me, Kingsman is available on Netflix in many countries and it's not only the living proof that double-breasted jackets are very cool, but also very suitable for younger gentlemen. I don't think that a movie actually is a living proof, but you know what I mean. All in all, there is no reason why you should not wear double-breasted suits. It will definitely make you stand out depending on where you live. When I walk through my city, I'm most likely the only person to wear a double-breasted jacket, but it doesn't make you stand out in a, I don't know, strange or clownish or flashy way, but in a classically elegant manner. Double-breasted jackets are beautiful garments that can be worn by gentlemen and of course also ladies of any age and with many different body types. Did I make you want to buy a double-breasted suit now? Great! This is the perfect time to mention my friends over at Oliver Wicks again. They offer suits tailored in Europe to your measurements. You can choose from many different options, certainly including double-breasted suits or double-breasted jackets with a 6-on-2 button stance. They offer a great fit guarantee. That means that if you are not satisfied with what you got, you can return the item within 30 days after it arrived. In addition, they pay alterations at your local tailor if they are needed, up to $125 and 365 days after your garment arrived. So if you gain some weight or lose some weight, for example, you can bring your suit to the tailor and Oliver Wicks will cover the price for the alterations. Another advantage of Oliver Wicks is their great choice of fabrics from Italy and England. They buy from renowned mills like Vitale Barberis Canonico, Reda, E. Thomas or Alfred Brown. Their prices start at $599 for Super 110s wool or linen suits, but you can also get a Super 160s wool suit from Vitale Barberis Canonico. They will start at $899 for the two-piece option. You can always get a matching waistcoat if you want, and of course you can always choose the double-breasted style no matter which fabric you have chosen. Here are some ideas of mine, basically suits I would like to order, but you know, money doesn't grow on trees. So let's start with something very classic and utterly versatile, a double-breasted navy suit made of a Super 110s wool fabric from Vitale Barberis Canonico. I believe these pick-and-pick fabrics are basically the best-selling fabrics at Oliver Wicks, and I think especially for the price point they are a very decent choice. I would style this fabric double-breasted for sure, with peak lapels and flap pockets, and I would choose trousers without belt loops, so with side adjusters, with single forward pleats and with cuffs. The cuffs are my personal taste or choice because I like the weight they add to the fabric of the trousers. You can also go without cuffs, it's completely fine of course, but I would not recommend belt loops on double-breasted suits because the belt could destroy the drape of the jacket, because double-breasted jackets are tailored a bit longer sometimes, or pretty often actually. An advantage of double-breasted jackets is that they have overlapping front flaps. That basically means you have 2 layers of fabric on top of each other, and sure, 2 layers of fabric keep you warmer than 1 layer of fabric. Double-breasted jackets therefore are very nice for the colder months, and a double-breasted tweed suit is a perfect match. This is a natural brown tweed fabric from Bortoli. On this certain garment I would probably even choose patch pockets, even though I said that they are not commonly seen on double-breasted suits, especially not back in the day. But in this case it would make the jacket very versatile, and in my opinion it's also a great match for a tweed fabric. I would go for side adjusters on the trousers again, for cuffs, I just like cuffs, I don't know. And in this case I would probably add the slight shoulder padding option to the jacket. Normally Oliver Wicks jackets do not have any shoulder padding, it's pre-selected in their customizations, but on a heavier tweed fabric I would probably go for the slight shoulder padding they offer. Oliver Wicks also offers many products to complement your new double-breasted suit. For example, cotton dress shirts woven in Italy by Tessitura Monti, silk ties and pocket squares, and braces by Albert Thurston. Thank you very much for watching this installment of Sartorial Styles, where I focused on the double-breasted suit. If you aren't subscribed yet, please consider to subscribe. For example, if you're interested in my upcoming review about Oliver Wicks, I will publish it in a couple of weeks. Also, feel free to check out my Instagram account, it's @sartorialstyles.com, and you can see plenty of pictures of me wearing this suit and also a lot of other sartorial garments. Down there, or up there, or somewhere else on the screen, you can find another video I made about London Sock Co. This is a sock subscription service, but you can also buy socks regularly from their webshop, and I did an in-depth review about their service. And somewhere else you can find the video I mentioned earlier that Hugo Jacomet published on his Sartorial Talks YouTube channel about double-breasted suits. Again, thank you very much for watching, have a nice time, and see you next week.